Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. If you're just coming across this my channel for the first time, please do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to share. This is Alice African Tour. Our mission is to bring you enticing stories, educational stories. If you go through this channel, you will watch the AI videos we've created that is very informative to couples, families to watch. This very one on your screen, the woman between two brothers, will be showing on this channel at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Please do well to come and watch the interesting story. You won't even know that it's an AI story. It's very interesting. Please, I am begging you, support us. Your support means a lot to us. Your support means the world to us. Please support us by liking our videos, support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, support us by sharing our videos, support us by commenting on our videos. We really put in much effort to create these AI videos. Please watch out for the woman between two brothers. It is very interesting and you cannot afford to miss it. And one thing we are promising you in this channel is that we'll always bring interesting stories to you. African folktale, African stories, things happening around us. You are going to learn a lot from our stories. So please subscribe. Those of us who are just joining us, please subscribe. I am begging you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos. Please, I can't even see any like here. Please like now. Please support your girl anywhere you're watching from. Are you watching from UK? Are you watching from United States of America? Are you watching from Australia? Are you watching from Cameroon? Are you watching from Ghana, India, anywhere you are watching from? Are you watching from Nigeria? Please support us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love you forever. We love you and we cannot take your support for granted. It is your support that has brought us this far. So please support us. Support Alice African Tour. Please support us. Thank you so much and God bless you. I love you. Support your girl. Support us, okay? All right. Let me tell us a little story for those of us who are just here with us. There is this girl in her early 20s. She was 25 years as at then when this incident happened. This story is inspired by true life story, right? So she was coming back from church with a very close friend. Yes, very close friend. And they were dedicated Christians. They were coming back from church when they saw a man lying lifeless on the road, brutally injured, blood flowing all around his body. So one of them was touched to be of help to the young man. But the other, you know the situation of the country, especially here in Nigeria. When you try to help someone, you'll be tagged, you become a victim of circumstances, right? So one of them insisted that they should help the young man. That one refused and said no, that let them go their way, they should not help him. The other one, because of his Christian life, the place in the Bible that was said the Good Samaritan. So she remembered that version in the Bible. She said her conscience will never allow her to leave that young man lying lifeless. Meanwhile, the man was still breathing. So she opted in to help the man. After much pressure, the other one accepted that they should take the man to the hospital. Finally, they took the man to the hospital. They didn't had any money on them, so they begged the doctor to attend to the man, that they will be back the following day because it was already evening, that they will be back the following day to pay in or make some deposit. Okay. Meanwhile, her parents were waiting for her. She was the only child. Her name was Faith. So they were waiting for her to come back home. It was already 8 p.m. It was unlike her. Her parents became very, very worried. Like, they were very worried. What is going on? Why is Faith not back from rehearsal? Because this thing was happening on Saturday evening. The next day should be morning. So she went for choir rehearsal, right? So they were very, very worried. What is going on? What is wrong with Faith? That Faith is not yet back. They were all outside. Their only child. They were worried, thinking something bad might have happened to their daughter. Lo and behold, Faith came back looking unhappy, looking so sad and tattered. They were like, Faith, what is wrong with you? And why do you have blood stain all over your body? Who harassed you? What is going on? What happened? Faith told them everything that happened on her way back from church. Their parents were somehow sad, and they were also happy that their daughter had the mind of helping someone. So the next day, the father even gave her some money to deposit in the hospital. As they went to the hospital, she went to the hospital with food. So reaching there, the man was still very unconscious, right? Because he was brutally beaten or injured. So the man was still lying unconscious in the hospital. So she left the food and went back to church. As she went back to church, on her way coming back, she told her friend whose name was Sandra, that let them go and see the man they helped yesterday. Something in Sandra was already telling her that that man was up to something, but she was suspecting something, but just that she couldn't lay her hands on it. But Faith was persuading her, let us go and see someone we helped yesterday. Finally, Sandra followed Faith to the hospital. The young man was still unconscious. Then, after few weeks, the man regained consciousness, right? So, Faith asked him, what is wrong? What happened to you? That was when the man narrated everything to Faith. How the armed robbers invaded his father's house, got his father killed, got his mother killed, and he was their only child. That everything he had or his father has labored and cared for him, he lost everything just in a second. Okay, then the armed robbers chased after him and he was running away. He just saw a cab and entered the cab, unknown to him that he entered the wrong vehicle, right? So while leaving the father's house as he was running away, fortunately for him, he had his phone in his pocket. Then as they came out of the road, they robbed him again and forced him to transfer huge amount of money to them. In fact, they took everything for him, beat him up and pushed him out. So that was the story he told Faith and Sandra. They felt for him. So Faith took him to her family house. Guess what happened? When they got there, he narrated the same story to Faith's parents. They were very, very sad. And the funny part of it was that this young man, claiming to be Victor, doesn't even know his paternal home, doesn't know his maternal home. He was bred and brought up in Lagos, Nigeria. In case you are watching or listening to me from UK, from Ghana, any part of the world you are listening to me, this story is coming from someone in Nigeria. So that is why I am using Lagos as location, right? So he said he doesn't even know anybody. He was just bred and brought up in Lagos. So Faith's father just saw him as his son. They took care of him. For months they stayed together. In fact, he said that he will not go back. He doesn't even know where to go. He doesn't know any of his relatives since he has lost his father and his mother. So the man said, okay, since you've decided to be my son, you won't just stay idle. You need to do something, right? They asked him, what can you do, Victor? Victor told them that he would gladly appreciate it if he can go back to Lagos and continue the business he was doing before his family was robbed. Okay, fine. The man said no problem. As they were planning, making arrangement on how to gather some money so that he can travel back to Lagos and continue his business. Guess what? Please, you need to join because this story is becoming more interesting. You won't miss this part. Trust me. Guess what? Just one day, remember this thing is happening in a rural part, right? So one day, when Faith family has gone to the farm, Faith is already getting used to Victor, seeing him as a big brother she never had because she was the only child of her parent. So just one day, when they were playing in the compound from outside, inside the room, suddenly Faith noticed how Victor was staring at her, looking at her, admiring her. She became so uncomfortable. Please like this thing now, like this my video. If you're enjoying my story, like it, please let me know that I'm working with people. I wish I can speak Hausa, I wish I can speak Yoruba, I wish I can speak China, I wish I can speak Ghana, I wish I can speak Australia so that you will hear me. So please, I just like my video, like so to show that you are enjoying what I'm saying. So she noticed how this young man was admiring her, looking at her. She became so uncomfortable. Then she decided to leave the room. But guess what? When she was about leaving the room, Victor grabbed her. Victor forced himself on her and held her mouth that she could not even scream. Please stay tuned. I will be right back to continue the story. Okay? All right, back to our story. I was telling us a story about a young girl called Faith and her friend Sandra and a young man, right? Victor. So Victor forced himself on Faith and deflowered Faith. Where are my viewers? Where are my viewers? Dive into this channel. Where are my viewers? Dive into this channel. You really need to follow up this story.